What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown Media. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the Adjacent Hex podcast. I will be your host this evening. Watching Paint Dry is the show where I hang out with my buddy, Broody Gambit. How's it going, man?
It is going great. I'm glad to be here tonight, as usual.
Me too. And we paint miniatures. We have an enormous backlog of miniatures games and painting projects that need to be progressed upon, I guess. And this is the show where we hang out on a Saturday night and wish we were at Gen Con, because that's where we'd normally be. As a matter of fact, Mike is actually wearing his Gen Con t-shirt tonight. And we spent a fair amount of time yesterday grieving over the loss of our favorite event with the other Greater Than Games citizens. It's... So we in effort to try and just kind of normalize everything that's going on, we're just going to keep painting, because maybe we might do that at Gen Con. Who knows? We do a lot of things at Gen Con. As with all the shows that we host here on the Another Letdown Media channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. So any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So it's time to paint. Mike, what do you got on the painting block today?
I have a pair of Infinity Minis. I don't really know exactly what they are. I guess we can let the cat out of the bag a little bit. These are actual commissions sent to me to do so.
Yeah, so before the show, and over the past couple of weeks, I guess, Mike and I have been talking about opening commissions occasionally for us to paint. The basic pricing structure, and I will have Adam create a graphic for this when he's a little bit less tied up with other projects. The basic pricing structure for friends in the States. This is currently localized to the United States. We will open it up to people like RPD who are, abroad at some point. But the basic pricing structure is going to look like $25 is the base level. That's where I pick up a mini, one of us paints it, and we ship it to you. You basically get no input. But it's a cool mini, painted by one of us, and it's super rad. For a slightly higher price, $50 is what we're expecting. You pick the mini, you pick the color scheme. You either ship us the mini or we obtain the mini. That's fine. And yeah, you just get to call the shots, and we are kind of just your puppets. For $75, we'll do a squad of 5. That's sort of the bargain level. Generally speaking, those would be the 5 of the same mini or similar, like a squad of Space Marines or something like that. And then for $100, it would be like a bigger model, something like a tank, or actually, tank would probably be even more than that. But basically anything like, or the Berserker that I did a couple weeks ago. That size would be your $100 range. Anyway, the prices are sort of still in the flux situation. I don't know when we'll have commissions open, but we will have a graphic on the overlay that'll say commissions are open. And I will have Adam create a proper graphic illustrating the entire price breakdown when he's available to do so. Anyway, I am finally finishing up the Gears minis. I'm so excited. This is like the last day. This is it. This is the last time. Last time we're gonna see the Gears minis. And anyway, I'll show like the final product of all of them on next week's show. So I guess you will see them one more time. But a tank, so a lizardman if you're the baboon. Yeah, that's true. All of Alex's tanks are lizardmen, and he's very proud of that. I helped him on a couple of them. So, Broody, you got to do something pretty fun this evening, from what it sounded.
Yes, I was a lucky contestant on Miskatonic University Radio's Arkham Horror LCG game show. Between them and Mythos Busters and a couple other places, they've been doing what is the Farcom con, since obviously Gen Con issues and stuff. So it's just like an online Arkham Horror themed convention.
That's awesome.
With various run-throughs, playthroughs, panels, all the bells and whistles of a normal con, just digitally. And I just got selected after filling out the survey, which was the format of the game was kind of like a Family Feud.
Okay.
So they surveyed a bunch of people and asked them questions about events in the card game, about things that you've done, like have you played through a full 8-part campaign as Lola Hayes? I've done that, but apparently only about, I think it was like 30% of people did.
Huh.
Like the format was much like Family Feud. You go up, your team gets a chance to try and guess a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You got points based on how close you were. And the opposing team got points if you were off and they guessed whether you were too low or too high.
Nice. Important question. When enough time has passed, will we be talking about Gen Con 2020 as if it was the most impossibly amazing thing ever? Hell no, RPD. Mike and I were both present for the Jacqueline and I are calling it the Greater Than Games pity party yesterday.
Yeah.
Because
hey, I won $25 there.
Yeah, you sure did. That was pretty rad. I was literally one away in each round. But at the same time, what do I, of all people, need with any kind of store credit, Greater Than Games or otherwise?
Apparently by Mr. Chomps.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing. So I just sat there with my pint of ice cream that I housed within the first, half hour of the meeting.
I realized about half an hour in that I'd left my ice cream downstairs.
Oh, no.
In the fridge.
Okay.
I just didn't grab it before I came upstairs.
Got it.
And Casey was on the line also, so I didn't want to call down and be like, "Hey, Casey, can you bring it up?" Because then she'd have to walk away from the computer.
Right.
And so I just didn't have ice cream with it.
Oh, you mean in terms of making up the most ridiculously fake stories ever? I don't know if I'm that clever, RPD. I'm a pretty good writer, but I don't know if I'm that good. Alright, consulting the app. We've started on... oh, hey, Ian. It's too easy for the real world to interfere with the online cons. Yeah, for real. Ian, we missed you last week. I do have reference photos that I should probably pull up. That would be a good plan. We're doing Phoenix, not Baird. Okay, so Marcus Phoenix has some pretty cool armor, in that I get to paint most of it Leadbelcher.
Nice.
I'm very excited about that. The same way one would make up ridiculous stories about the 1980 U.S. Olympic sports teams for sports that either weren't Olympic or weren't there. Mike, you missed a good Arkham game yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it was a tight one. But we pulled it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And once again, Westy drew the cult membership in the first turn.
Nice.
Greg interrupted the call. That was funny. And of course got himself yelled at.
Yeah.
Because what else does Greg do? Kyle had a couple of absolutely clutch rolls. Yeah, real world interference is definitely a thing. We hear you, man. We hear you for sure. Unfortunately, they did not sculpt this in a way that's conducive to being painted. I feel like I've complained about that a lot about these minis. Boy, I'm really hoping they made Baird easier. I can just not get my brush into this thing. I'm gonna have to go to a smaller one. I don't like it, Broody. Yeah, there was a great moment in Arkham yesterday that Shamali clipped, and I think I gotta get you into we have a group chat that I keep forgetting to add you to, for the regular cast and crew. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking about it. And that way I don't have to text you separately every time I need you to jump in. Add people. Where again? Add. There. So Kyle was having some internet connection problems last night. Which, as we all know, the struggle is real. And so he would occasionally, he would drop off the call. And at one point, we made the decision after some deliberation to send him into a gate. So he moved his pawn to the gate and then dropped the call. And we were like, wait, no, we didn't tell you to actually go to the City of the Great Race. That's not what we meant at all. And he came back, he's like, what did I miss? Fake Gen Con 2020 stories could include me being there in person, but due to me being in painted... Oh, okay, I actually am zoomed too far in. All right. Painted hazmat suit with a voice box, the status quo of my face and voice being unknown remains. I like it, RPD. I'm in. Okay, this is causing me problems. We will simply throw it away. RPD, my headcanon has your voice sounding approximately the same as Lord Phobos from Twerp, who uses a vocoder. I hope my vocoder proves less obnoxious without backing music. Alright. That was an easy start. Just see if Oh! I can go in from the bottom! Look at me, wait, you know what I'm doing? Learning and growing. I love having a GIF for that. I also have a GIF for when we use an Elder Sign now.
Awesome.
Yeah. Jared and I found it.
So yeah, my entire day was actually kind of fun-filled with gaming.
Oh yeah? What else did you do?
What?
What else did you get into?
Last Gen Con, my wife picked up the game Root.
Oh, I love Root!
Yeah. We've only gotten to play it by ourselves. And so, we've only really done the cats and the birds. Because that's, it's more balanced that way than the other things. But
really?
She saw the game... And at Gen Con last year, and saw the raccoon, the vagabond, and was just like, this is exactly who Michael is, and would love to play, and we just haven't gotten enough players to play with all of it. And I found I got her for her birthday last week, the automated, the AI versions, so we got to try playing the different classes.
Interesting.
And I had a ton of fun playing as the raccoon, as I thought I would, and I won. And then we played some Call to Adventure as well. So that was another Gen Con find from Casey that she really liked. So we're gearing up for the Stormlight Archive.
Cool. So I noticed that while you were talking, Twitson arrived along with 4Gs. 4Gs did our awesome new follower animation that we love so very much. I told him to stop by the chat at some point this week, and he did. So welcome. This what you're seeing is the awesome overlays that Adam put, or the overlay that Adam put together for this show. And he's mentioned, Colin mentioned that we should not have our resolution set to 1080 because it forces to put out a higher bitrate, and I did not know that. So I am still doing learning and growing. Yay! I'll fix that in between this and next time. I did not know that it precluded mobile viewers. That's really, really interesting. And to answer your question, Colin, this is Mega Man X6, I believe, soundtrack? Yep. Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? The ones he did for Zach Sucks at Games is really cool too. I'll trigger over that for just a second so you can see. This one. That's this one. Obviously the game would be underneath, but yeah, super cool. I can show off the Elder Sign animation. Yeah, this it's not in this scene. So once again, I'm going to have to trigger something that's completely irrelevant. But hold on a second. You might see it might go weird for a sec, but yeah. Okay, there we go. The Elder Sign animation looks like this. And then we have the one for Gear Up as well. The Gear Up one is my absolute favorite. This is also going to show something weird, and I apologize, but here we go. The Gear Up one looks super rad. So mobile viewers, if transcoding isn't turned on, you can only sometimes get it. Partners always get it. Can only view streams at a particular bitrate, and any higher and you lose them potentially. Yeah, they're super good. Adam blew it out of the park on the overlays. I'm really, really psyched about them. And he's still got some work to do. We've still got to do the loading, like the coming soon loading screen and the thanks for watching screen. And then I have an idea for, I'm collecting clips for a highlight reel, like we'll be right back screen, kind of like what Paul has as well. So lots of ideas, and finding free time to manage them is difficult. But we are creating a little animated cog Mega Man. The Gears one is amazing. I was absolutely blown away by the Gears one. We're working on like a cog Mega Man, or like a 16-bit cog character that will be sort of my avatar in the same way that Candace has her little like two-frame animated girl. And we might be doing some animation stuff with that. So if we need you, when we need you, we'll let you know, and we'll tag you in. Okay, now that I've done a whole bunch of talking, I don't know where I left off. So let me go ahead and look at my reference image again. Okay, cool. So I'm actually not done with that Belcher. I'm gonna need some more lead Belcher pretty soon. Good thing we have plenty of it at the store. Oh, Greg says he missed what you were doing with Stormlight. Pretty.
Oh, no. Me and Casey were playing the Call to Adventure card game thing.
Oh, gotcha.
And there's a Stormlight expansion that should be releasing soon. I think it was originally slated for July 1st, but it's just slightly delayed. We're kind of just waiting for stuff to come in.
Cool. I'm looking forward to... I've heard tell that people are starting to get Jagged Earth, so... I'm watching the skies, as it were. So for those who don't know, I was the guest host on the This Is Difficult podcast with 4Gs and Ryugami-san last Sunday, and we had a great show. Had a great time doing that. Thank you guys for bringing me on, and as usual, love doing that show. So shout out to them. I really got to turn the bots on the channel. I just haven't had time to like putter around with the channel and make things work. All right. Do I do Mechanicus Standard Gray? Want what? Twitson? Is that the right color? Seem to have forgotten. Oh, gosh darn it. I'm in one of those ruts where you find like a billion things that you've forgotten to paint, like immediately as you go to put a paint can away.
Yeah. Really runny.
Book 4 for Stormlight sounds like a lot of fun. And what have you heard about Jagged Earth? I've heard tell that people have started to get their copies. Which you would also have heard if you were not being a slacker and had joined us yesterday properly for the pity party. Greg, for those who don't know, who weren't here yesterday, hated fun. And didn't do anything with us yesterday. Which poor Kyle interpreted as actually hated fun. And was very confused by. Until I explained it. No, Kyle, I'm not being serious here. Being a proper citizen. Being a proper citizen is definitely open for interpretation. Seeing the vast quantity of us that was at the pity party yesterday.
I mean, there was what, like 20 something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And you missed Matt's amazing commentary.
Yes, that was great.
Zach is just doing his MF. Hiss, mother truckers. Alright, that should take care of the majority of his armor. I think. I hope. I hope. Now, the question is, He's got a lot of Mechanicus standard gray, it looks like. Although I'm wondering if I have a darker gray base coat. Doesn't look like I do. I could use the Rhinox hide, I suppose. Let's see what the app tells me. Let's call the app. It's telling me Rhinox hide. This as well? Purple black? What? Okay. So Marcus is really getting the everything's a different color treatment. All right, so now that I've got my stuff set up, today I'm building the last of the internal management member, or the last of, members, until there's more. Butterfly. You had a unique legacy moment today? And did we hear what Brody's surprise was?
Would I had a surprise?
Did you have a surprise? Or are you talking about the surprise that both of us announced at the top of the show, which was that we're opening commissions? And that's another piece of art that I need Adam to do. When he has the availability to do so. Yes, we are opening commissions. Minimum is $25. And you get zero control over what we do. And then it goes up from there, depending on what you want. So Legacy used his initial action to trigger his Principle of the Mentor. Okay. Oh, so you're talking about, like, Heritage then. But it's starter kit, so it is indeed still Legacy. At that point. He specifically went looking for cops that were failing to arrest a criminal, and then put himself around the corner so the thing wouldn't run into him. Oops. You too, Colin. We'll talk to you probably tomorrow in one way or another on the podcast. Thank you for stopping by. See, I'm still in citizen mode, and it took me a second to figure out what GTG had to do with you leaving. Oh! RPG says, oh man, most of my story meditation recently has been calming down feelings on that stuff. Yeah. I am working on Marcus and Baird tonight, and Broody is working on his first commission, actually.
Which are just a pair of Infinity figures. I can speak. Infinity figures.
That's the, Corvus Belli system?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was about to say I never played or bought the minis. I bought the terrain because the terrain was really good, and I used it for various sci-fi stuff. But
yeah, I think Alex has a bunch of friends who play, and he's like, I don't like the minis. I don't want to buy them. We need a new bet now that how long? Yep. Other than Root, what was the Gen Con discovery? That's a Broody question. Other than Root, what was the Gen Con discovery?
Oh, she found 2 games. Root was the first game, and Call to Adventure was the second game.
Nice.
So we ended up getting those there. And
yep.
She loves both of them. She does a ton of writing in her free time, so and does a lot of reading as well. And the fantasy aspect of building your own hero to play through in Call to Adventure just really appealed to her as a writer.
That's cool. Actually,
as like the as the game mechanics for like getting points to like win, essentially, I tend to be a little bit better than she does. But like she interpreted the rules as whoever could actually craft the best story with the cards is actually the winner, and everyone votes on that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, when it's the 2 of us, we can't just vote. We have to do points.
Right. Dude, I feel like Casey and Katie would get along. My wife would get along so well. They're both writers in their spare time. They're both rather, from what I gather, rather detail oriented.
Very much so.
And one day I will actually. You know what? What I should do is when we go down to North Carolina in the spring, we should plan a quick detour out to visit you guys.
Awesome.
Maybe by then we'll be able to do Watching Paint Dry live from the same location. What?
You go down to Outer Banks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're kind of in the Piedmont in the middle of the state.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-4 hour drive.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah. North Carolina is great for that, like, especially if you live in the middle of the state. It's like a 2 to 3 hour drive, and you can be on the coast or the mountains.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So they really threw a lot of extra detail into Marcus's mini, and I'm kind of upset about it. Like, why didn't they pay this much attention to all the characters?
It's because he's the main character.
I know. Well, now you've made me curious. As a fellow character detail-oriented writer, how would you say your wife would get along with me? Probably very well, RPD. My wife does tend to get along really well with everybody, though. So that's very cool. She is very much an introvert, and is very proud of that, as I am. I can turn myself... I can switch on, right, for doing things like this or demoing or whatever, but like as a general statement, I would prefer to be home. Like, this is happy zone for me. All right. I think we are up to blue. Tiny brush. I think I mentioned this last week, but after painting aliens for a lot of weeks, it is so straightforward to paint people.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get that.
And you're not going to find one who has more understanding of that stuff than I do outside of the rest of my family. Yeah, exactly, RBD. One of the things I was talking to my friend Megan about yesterday, is that, like, the world turned upside down. We haven't seen a lot of the people that we care very, very much about, in months. And I think there's a very clear difference between introverts who are okay with that, not happy about it certainly, but okay about it, and extroverts who are just like losing their minds. Cough, Westy, cough. Marcus has the smallest amount of blue out of all the cog. Probably should have waited on that one because I have to do the dry brush over first. Darn it. One of the best ways I've described living with the autism would be monastic. It's a monastic living lifestyle. Yeah, that's fair. So, Mike, you saw how Cole and Dom came out last week, like once I posted them online.
Yeah.
I was so happy with the shading on Cole's armor.
Mm-hmm.
Even my mom was like, "Whoa! How did you do that?"
Yeah. Speaking of shading, I didn't want to try this on these minis that were going to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give the Zenithal priming a try.
Yeah.
So I did take out General Grievous and and my Cad Bane. Did like the solid black, then hit them with the white from directly above, and I'm gonna give that a shot at some point in time.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's like Cad shows it a lot better because his like hat covers so much of his body.
Yeah.
But it's like super black primer, but then much lighter directly above all the spots.
That's cool. I'm excited to see that one. All right, it's time to blend, I think. Or not. Hold on. What color do his belt pouches need to be?
Mauve.
Mauve? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I was doing Mornfang.
Yeah, that's a solid color. I like Mornfang brown.
It's a very utility color. Good base for lots of things. We did have one of the funnier moments, and I can't wait till Trevor's back on the show. We've established the Trevor Casterline special, which is to go up to a monster, poke it, and run away.
Yep.
Kyle did that a couple of times.
Probably a moderate amount safer than a fastball special.
Yeah, that's reasonable assessment, I would say. Now I'm imagining like Joe Diamond picking up Jenny Barnes and throwing her into a monster. So did you watch the Umbrella Academy at all?
I haven't seen second season yet.
But you've seen the
But I
first?
did watch the first season.
Second season, so I'm 8 episodes in. I'm almost done. I won't spoil anything, obviously. I'm not about that lifestyle. But it starts off really strong and goes a little bit off the rails toward the middle, but it pulls itself together at the end. I continue to be there for Klaus. Like, Klaus is the man. Garbage. Oops. Somehow I didn't paint his butt.
Turns out he needs butt.
He is a butt. Alrighty. Quick look. That is all do-rag. No. This week's butt talk is a lot less weird than last week's. Yeah, it's true. Right. Things get weird when you're just hanging out, talking into the ether. And the mind goes to weird places. Like butts. Great thing is, butts are funny. Just have to go back and watch the replay, Ian. It's up on YouTube. Butts are like dinosaurs. They were weird. RPD, could you take care of that, please? Thank you. That's 2 weeks in a row we've had to do moderating. I feel like it's kind of a rite of passage for streamers to get hit by spam bots.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. But RPD is a godsend of a moderator, so he took care of it right away. Well, like I mentioned last week, RPD, you've had to do it, Paul's had to do it. I think even Adam had to do it once for me. It happens from time to time. Under my guitar. That is not a good place for me to keep my eye on I had to do that on Adam's stream once, and it did not go over well. That person was not very happy with me. He had like immediately followed and subscribed, and then he said something obnoxious. He kept saying something obnoxious, and Paul and I were like, dude, stop, okay, time out. And he rage quit. Alright, I think it's time to dull this out. I need that later, so I'm just going to put it off to the side. First.
Guns. So this guy's dual wielding.
Okay.
So I'm starting with like a black gray.
Mm-hmm.
So I can still throw Nuln Oil and get a little bit of a contrast with that, and I'm probably going to highlight with Necron Compound so the edges get the shiny bits.
Oh, nice. So far, people have been amazed with all the bad habits the Lighters page has taught the Omnibot, including a little girl's utter delight at Taft's muffin button. Greg, how many more not to be confused with the bad habits the FP could teach the Omnibot? RPD, I presume you saw the post. This may have actually been weeks ago. At this point, time has become a construct I no longer understand. I presume you saw the post about the FP digital convention that J-Tro's doing. Excellent. Because I guarantee that at the very least, Greg and Westy and I will be there for that. I was about to ask a question? I don't know, was I? Thoughts are slippery little devils, Greg. Oh! I was. I said your name about something, and now I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Must not have been that important. Oh! Yes! Yeah, okay. No. It was... How many more sessions do you have left? Like, do you have... How many did you schedule, first of all? 2 of each tomorrow. Well, you made yourself busy. Which, I mean, I guess if real Gen Con were a thing, it wouldn't be any different for the rest of us, but I guess we all cope with grief a little bit differently, you know? And are you using Spirit Island Tabletop Simulator or Spirit Island Candelabra? So for the new bet, are there any powers, qualities, background, source, archetypes you think it'll be a long while before I use? Ooh, okay, all right. Divided. I don't know, that one just seems obscure to me. Knowing you RPD, you'll find a way. Tabletop, okay. Hey, Chamali. How you doing, man? Yeah, for sure. Good to see you, my dude. Oh yeah, this is yeah, it's super cool. We are very fond of it. See, Chamali's got my back. Chamali's a good co-host and shows up for things.
Cat? Sorry, my cat's sitting by my feet and just decided to bite me.
That was very abrupt and quite funny. Way to go, cat. Get him.
I made sure to avoid profanities.
Yeah. Well done. Oh, the news, of course, is we are taking commissions. Commissions will range from $25 and up. $25 is kind of the bare minimum. And I have prices in mind up to, like, large model that I hate doing. But the $25 level is the... I grab a random mini off the shelf and paint it, and you get no... absolutely no say in it whatsoever. Oh, I gotta do the Durag stuff. Seems unnecessary to paint Abaddon Black over Abaddon Black or over Chaos Black Primer, but I'm going to do it anyway just in case, because it does dull out some of the glossiness of the primer. So far, it's been mostly good. Lots of people want to play more of the RPG. Most people want to play more Spirit Island. Good. Sell them games, Greg. Sell them games. I keep thinking about how different this weekend would have been if GTG had put up official events for us to run. Jacqueline and Russ and I were going back and forth about it for a long time before Gen Con Online started. Woof. Oh, did you make a separate Discord for it, Greg? Like, other than the one we use? I mean, one day we'll be able to run the special one-shot. Nice, nice. I think I may have been a little overzealous with the dulling on this one. Oh, maybe not. Still shining where it needs to be. Okay. We'll link it and we'll see what happens. So my wife and I went for a nice long walk today.
That sounds relaxing.
It was. We had a little picnic lunch by the river, watched some idiots jump into the river. Love watching idiots.
What about jumping in the river made them idiots?
Oh no, they were just being idiots.
Okay.
There's a lot of dummies around where we live. Like, there's clearly, you know... Yes, exactly, Greg. There's a lot of town ordinances and stuff about swimming in places, and people love to ignore them. Because the river is right outside the police station. So the cop cars going in and out are always like on a mission to do something. Mm-hmm. You'd think that the stray cop, you know, the random stray cop would be like, "Hey, you idiots, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be swimming there," and yet they never do. It's not. I don't think it's entirely unsafe or anything like that. But
yeah.
If there's an ordinance against it, there's probably there for a reason. Okay. Once again, Agrax Earthshade saving the day. Somehow I was expecting it to go watching idiots jump into a lake. Watching, yeah. Have a good one, Jamali. We'll talk to you very soon, I'm sure. So RPD, no comment on that one. That's all I can say. I think. Oh, you know, it was in the news. I guess I can talk about it. One of my niece's classmates, who she doesn't know very well, but is friends with her friends, had a interesting experience with a place you're not supposed to swim and a dock the other day.
And a dock?
A dock, like a pier.
Yeah.
I haven't texted Seren to find out if he's okay, but I didn't hear anything, so I'm going to assume so. And then some Flesh Shade. Yes, Tegan loved Dr. Lucky. She is so excited to bring it camping with us in a couple of weeks. And her dad really liked it too. Which was equally important because it means that she has someone to play it with when I'm not there. Flesh Shade, I think. Come on. Yes. Rickland Flesh Shade. I think it's this one. Yeah. Dr. Lucky deserves it, Ian. For a myriad of reasons. Now it's starting to look like Marcus. Cool. Most of the same game, yeah. Yeah, that's true, because you do have to spend some amount of time. I guess what I need to do is hold the Gears minis like this, because this is what you see of them in game. I'm pretty happy with how Marcus came out. I was a little nervous for a minute because I thought I might have overdone it on the weathering, but Agrax Earthshade, man, that ink is just a godsend. I still have to send Adam his. I'm able to get to the post office. All right, Damon Baird, my boy. There are several different games. There's Kill Dr. Lucky, Island of Dr. Lucky. What's the other one? I can't remember. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Oh no! Oh my god! Broody, there's actually a Dr. Lucky like 2 miles down the road from me. Don't kill that guy. As far as I know, he hasn't done anything wrong. Ah, okay. So we're taking a little bit of a different... Go save the Dr. Lucky near me. Yeah. So... Baird has a lighter flesh tone than Marcus. So we're actually starting with the same flesh tone that I did on the Locust. The Rakarth flesh. Oh, yeah. I have a very specific technique up my sleeve for how I want to do his hair. It's more or less the same technique that I used on the Violet Heart mini for Maggie. And I think it's gonna work really well for Baird. I've realized I've missed a big chunk of Marcus's chin.
That's no good.
That is no good at all. So this may be slightly cheating, but you can already set your bet streak to 3. Neither this week's character nor either of the next 2 have divided. Good. See? Good. Winning already. Sorry, chat. I realize I'm doing this off camera, but I can't see what I'm doing with the document camera. Or with the microphone in the way. Okay, I fixed it. I feel better now.
He has a chin now.
Huh?
He has a chin now.
He has a chin now. I just happened to look down. I'm like, why is there a giant black gap on his chin? I was like, is that just a pool of flesh shade? No, it is just a bit that I missed. But he looks way better now. So. Yay!
Happens to everybody.
It sure does. Do a quick inspection of the Baird model here. A lot of blue on his armor. Rest is gray. Undercoated gray. Ooh. Kinda like that. His armor doesn't change much between Judgment and Gears 1, so looking okay. Now the question is, as RPD pointed out, how do I do Judgment to his glorious hair? Had I been... Oh, I wonder if I have the contrast paints to do it. That's actually a good question. I do not. Okay. Never mind. I'm realizing this would be one of the perfect moments to have contrast paints, like the entire line. So what I think I want to do is do like a really light base coat, and then hit it with a yellow wash, like a Casandora yellow, and then a pale dry brush. I think that should work, right?
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
For blonde hair.
I was about to say, usually when I do blonde, well, I mean, I guess it depends on how blonde or whatever. I like using the Everland Sunset to start with, using the Cassandra yellow. And then I've got the Hexos Pale Sun.
Okay, yeah. Well, so he's kind of a like sandy blonde.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah. I'm getting close, but... I'm wondering what would happen if I did, like... It's gonna look really odd until I get the wash on it. I'm wondering what would happen if I just did Rakarth Flesh with the sepia. Yeah. Boy, White Scar just wrecks models. Ooh! Oh, okay. I didn't even think of that. I could use the actual dry brush paint. Because I have that. It's Terminatus Stone. It does work.
Yeah.
That's what I use on the bases. That's a freaking brilliant idea. Alright. We're gonna hit his hair with Rakarth Flesh. We're committing. I'm committing.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
Get to the chopper.
He's not a tumor. One of mine and Alex's favorite lines in Gears 5 so far is R.I.P. my hairline. It's from Baird's notes.
I sympathize. I sometimes miss my hairline. When I was younger in high school, I like kind of had a little bit longer hair, was a little bit more full. To give you the best description of exactly what it looked like, I was traveling in Jamaica, and people kept approaching me, asking me if I was Jack Black.
Oh my god. That's so
I was
odd.
like, I'm a lot younger than that.
Right?
But yeah, that was kind of how my hair was.
Mm-hmm. My hair has been, well, realistically, I've had 2 different hairstyles. The one that you know me to have, that's the Flash haircut. That's a little bit gone off on me today because physical exercise. And I had a bowl haircut for a very long time. And that was because I was an indecisive child.
Mm-hmm. And that's just what you got?
That's just what I got. But I was also rather apathetic toward my hair.
Yeah.
It was under a hat most of the time anyway. And it wasn't until long after I got my first teaching job that I finally was like, all right, you know what? I have to have my hat, I can't wear a hat teaching. I gotta shake this up. I gotta find something I actually like. I started watching The Flash, and I was like, I turned to my wife, I'm like, can I pull that off? Pointing at Grant Gustin.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yes, oh my god, you could. So I took a picture of Grant Gustin to my hairstylist, and then she's been cutting it that way ever since. It's not a Tuma is from Predator, isn't it?
Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop, that's right. I knew it was somewhere an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Kindergarten Cop?
In a long time. I watched it when I was working at the video store.
Yeah.
Basically anything before film school, if I watched it, I don't really remember it. Other than like Star Wars and things like that are just like too memorable to forget. But like, yeah, anything that I watched at the video store is just a blur at this point. Small brush on this. Or better idea. Much better idea. Lay down a layer of gray so I can see what I'm doing. Problem with painting over black is it's sometimes hard to see what you're doing, what the detail is in the miniature.
Yes, so much.
The image of biological helicopters are being assaulted by predatory tumor. Maybe a finale of cells or work. Cells at work. I'm gonna run and take a quick glance at the ones I did last week. I may change my mind on something. I will be back in 2 seconds.
There are a ton of tiny details on this guy. Grab a new one.
Here's hoping I didn't give you enough time to it. I literally had to go to the other side of the curtain. Just barely out of my reach, which is frustrating. So, the miniatures that I did last week had no sleeves. Their skin was showing. The ones I'm doing this week have long sleeves, and I was worried that I had messed them up. Turns out, I didn't. Because there's a difference there. So for the hardest part of Butterfly is what to name his abilities. So far it's mostly been my mangling the butterfly motif that made perfect sense before that point. Midnight snack ideas. Oh, Ness and I had a great one the other night. RPD what was it? It had something to do with, let's say bananas, maybe?
Bananas are delicious.
Bananas are wonderful. Maybe peanut, no, it had something to do with peanut butter. Spoonful of peanut butter. Probably in random, because that's generally where we have Ness input for things. Nope, it wouldn't have been food. Dude, those cookies you posted the other day.
Yeah, the chocolate chip butterscotch.
Yeah.
I can grab the recipe from Casey and post it.
That might be something to throw at you, because whew, those look like gas.
They're delicious, and I ate like all of them.
Of course. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, especially when Casey's all like, man, I really shouldn't eat more of these. So I'm like, okay, I'll solve that problem for you.
Nice.
Now I need a smaller brush.
Oh, okay, hold on. I think I might have found it. Or not. Gosh darn it. Okay, no, it was just straight up peanut butter. That is the official Comic Zone suggestion for a midnight snack. And it's not midnight yet, Greg, so you're early. Yeah, I thought it was in food too, but where Ness is concerned, well, basically wherever Ness shows up tends to be, yeah. RPD, I don't even want to think about what time it is you're in your neck of the woods. PB&J is kind of the most wonderful thing. My dad just gave me 2 ginormous jars. I mentioned this on the Pity Party stream yesterday, of homemade jam, and I cannot wait for this upcoming week so that I can try it. Actually, maybe it wasn't the Pity Party. Maybe it was just at work. It was at work because my coworker Megan asked me what I was eating for lunch. To which I, of course, replied peanut butter and jelly, because that's what I always eat for lunch. Every day since kindergarten.
And my coworkers ask me like every day what I eat, and I'm like, yeah, same thing I always eat: peanut butter and banana.
You know, there's something for predictability. Something to be said for predictability.
Like very rarely I'll bring like leftovers.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
You're pretty much just like, yeah, same
Well,
thing.
You know, I feel like on a personal level, my digestive system just reacts better to that. To consistency, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't generally eat. I like lunch is generally my breakfast, and then I eat 2 meals at home in the evening because of my wife's work schedule. All right.
Want sepia. We'll definitely.
Do you actually want to know what time it is for me, so you can be disgusted at me actually ranking higher than Broody on the go to bed tier list for completely unrelated reasons? No, don't tell me what time it is there, because then I'll feel bad. Morn thing. Bugger. It is indeed real Ninja Video Club hours. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, that was the wrong color. Oops. Great news! I've been able to fit a pair of skills with the names Float Like a Bee and Sting Like a Butterfly. Nice. I presume that means Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. I've also had another ability name end in a question mark because I couldn't think of a non-theme breaking name. Rudy, say hi to Jacqueline. Be nice to your cult leader.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Whoops. When you go to dip your brush in paint, make sure there's actually paint on the brush. And that you didn't completely whiff the paint pot. Okay. Blech. Got a chunk of paint in my mouth.
That's no bueno.
Nope, no fun. This was dried. Although I'm not sure that's better. Alright. Now the part I've been waiting all week for this. Blue base coat. Like in large areas. And I still don't have the right brush. Hey, Dachi! I didn't know kids nowadays licked paint as a sport. I must be getting old. There's a technique that, like, when you straighten the bristles on a brush, there it is, moistening it is the easiest way to do that, and the easiest way, of course, to do that is to just kind of lick the brush.
Oof.
You good?
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the second mini.
Yeah. That's why you don't see a lot of oil mini painters. Ugh. Sounds terrible. Or I guess if you do, you see them using like incredibly disposable brushes. I'm done. Okay.
This color scheme might have been a good one for me to break out the airbrush for and just
go
get
ham.
a coat of, yeah, get a coat of this black gray on top of, because the majority of the model is black gray,
Gotcha.
and then hit highlights where I need to, but that's loud. I'm just gonna apply a coat by brush.
I'll get to your rules question in 1 second, RPD. I'm just doing a little bit of detail here. Give me 2 seconds. I just said 1 second and then contradicted myself. Alright, sorry. Rules questions. Are the options for what power quality on the yellow abilities or on the shadow archetype beholden to the same restrictions as the green ones? Yes. I should say I'm 99% sure yes. Makes sense, it just doesn't specify if it's... Yeah. That's how I interpreted it, RPD. But I have been known to misunderstand Christopher from time to time. Yeah, it's the Mega Man 2 music. Good night, Twit. Take care, man.
Night, bud.
Oh, right, that's those glasses too.
So this is also weird for me, because it's been a long while since I've actually painted a metal mini.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of a resin or a plastic.
Yeah. The Chaos Dwarfs I did at the beginning of the show, or the beginning of the streams we've been doing, were metal. And boy, I don't like it. Keep losing my brush tonight. It's like the third time I've reached up into my ear to try and grab my brush when it's not there. I gotta do this off camera. 4. Nice. Alright, Lancer, Weathering, Inking. Total crash of everything. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll see him. Ian had a crash. Hope everything's okay, man. So I reread all of Scott Pilgrim at the beginning of the week because my boss finally was able to drop the order for Scott Pilgrim Miniatures: The World.
Uh-huh.
I'm so excited about that game because I don't have to paint the minis.
That's always a fun side bonus.
Oh my god. Because, like, I think about the way that I paint. You've seen it. Tends to be very gritty. Gritty, grimy, in your face, etc. That doesn't work for Scott Pilgrim.
Not at all.
And, you know, I could learn to paint in Brian O'Malley's style, but I don't want to. So I told my boss, like, if you can get, you know, a copy of that game with painted miniatures, then yeah, I would like one. But if you can't, don't worry about it. I probably don't need it. And then I posted that Tulok video in Phase Discord. And yeah. That's the first time I've been on Phase Discord in a long time. I feel bad, but it's just a little busier than the other Discords that we're on. So I already have the letters page blowing up my phone all the time. I don't need more. But we love Faye, though. Sorry, doing more looking stuff up here. Thanks for unexciting streaming, but unfortunately, color matching is important. Alright, that's better. So we found 2 copies of the first appearance of Deadpool yesterday. In random boxes.
That's fine.
Yeah. Like, we knew we had them somewhere. We just were like, oh, there they are.
What condition?
Mint.
Nice.
Yeah. Part of me was tempted to snag one with my nigh infinite store credit, and I was like, you know, I don't actually like Deadpool all that much.
Hear that?
Like, he's fine. He's funny. But I don't know. He's very whatever to me. Let's see if I can make his skin come out correctly. It's ink wash time. Oops. Oh boy. I said sepia and then... Okay.
Another in a long list of miniatures that I should have painted prior to assembly.
He's holding metal. Like...
What?
It's a multi-part metal model?
Yeah. So like he has his gun like with both arms like across his chest, and so I can't get to his chest plate.
Yeah, a lot of the cogs have that too, and I'm like tilting them upside down to try and get various places to paint them. Actually, I should double check. Make sure. Got all bared. Okay. Good thing I checked because I missed a couple of spots too. Thank you for that, Brody. Armpit color matters. Shadow does not play nice with powers you can't use for punching things. Ooh. Let's see if I can get the blue slash. I have no idea how that's going to come out, but we're going to give it a shot. Painting blind! Best way to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Call it Daredevil style.
Paint by your sense of smell.
Nice Pinball Wizard reference. God, I love The Who. What a great band.
I honestly felt like taking that to a completely different area. Given the fact that, like, obviously Elton John performs it as well, but
yes, he does.
And I honestly like Elton John's version better. The guitar sounds great. The piano just brings out all of the notes so much better.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with you. An RPD, I'm going to add a little bit more, a little bit of a yellow wash once the brown one dries, to really accentuate the what is effectively frosted tips that that Baird has for a while.
In his Justin Timberlake phase.
Yeah, right. Actually, so this doesn't spoil anything. The Backstreet Boys appear in Umbrella Academy Season 2.
Oh, nice.
Yep. In audio form, obviously. Okay. It is Reclaimed Flesh Shade. You do whatever it takes to perfect the Baird's hairline memorial statuette. or BHMS for short. Boy, yesterday was a good day for TV. We had Muppets, we had Umbrella Academy, and 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown came back.
I need to go check out Muppets.
It's very mediocre.
What's the style like? Like, what is it? Back to like a variety show? Like,
It's a variety show for sure, which is good. That's a point to its credit. But it's Kermit is not the original voice, which obviously, I mean, Jim Henson's been dead for a long time, but it's not even the one we're used to. It's a new person. And I'm like, I don't know if that works. Reekland Flesh Shade doing work. So it was not an attempt at rebooting the Backstreet Project. Oh boy. Okay, yes. Oh, why did I put that away? I need to do Earthshade. I need to do the most important wash! The one that goes over the entire model. Yeah. Oh, yes, you definitely did. Oh, that was supposed to be an olive oil. Oh well.
Start over.
No, I'll just wipe it off. Begs the question. Yeah, okay. Whoops. I'm so glad I got to make that reference. I feel like that's one I maybe should have made. Yeah, probably. Boy, as a testament to Rakarth Flesh, like, I used the same base color on his hair and his face, and it just morphs with the ink.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Well, that's it for basing and inking.
Stay open.
Alright, well, we'll put down some Astrogranite and we'll see where we're... I'm shocked it didn't enlist to go to bed. Not everything does, RPD. Mostly just broody things. I'm kidding.
No. It's warranted.
Yes, that. Looking outside, the sky is more or less finished turning. Gray, not blue, because it's going to be rainy, but the effect remains the same. Ugh. I do not remember the last time I stayed up to see the sunrise. It was probably chaperoning an overnight field trip. Like, that would be my best guess. That hasn't happened in several years. Ooh. The best versions are wintertime when you can go to bed before the sun comes up and wake up before it's gone down. You know, in my classroom RPD, in winter, I don't see the sun. Quite literally, it is not up yet when I'm driving into work, and it has already gone down by the time I leave. Admittedly, that is on some level to my own doing. That is the season of the year where I stay late for things like play practice and whatever, but hey, Miss Drake. It's going good. Cruising right along. I have been working on the last 2 COG models, and Broody is doing some commission work. Yeah. So this is Marcus. And Baird is over here drying. I'll grab him in a second. You know what? That's why things are invisible on the stream. I didn't turn the light on. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't brighten it up obnoxiously. Point where I have to distress it again. More or less, Miss Drake, more or less. That worked exactly the way I wanted it to. And I'm very glad, because it was a bit of a roll of the dice. Didn't want Marcus to shine too much, but his armor is shinier than the rest of them, so. Durag. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want it to be too shiny, because the other ones are not shiny at all. But a little bit of shine to Marcus's armor does really highlight the main character status. You are absolutely correct there. Brighter on his little shoulder thingies. Because they're glowy. That was for Onomatopoeia was for Batman and Green Arrow. He debuted in the Green Arrow issue, or Green Arrow story called Quiver, which was indeed written by Kevin Smith. Sorry, I don't mean to correct you, Miss Drake. I just happen to love that series. I want to say there was a hint at Onomatopoeia being in Flash the TV show, but I don't think he's actually appeared in it yet. Or maybe Kev was just talking about it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I agree. Very much completely. Alright, I gotta hit a couple bits of Baird with another ink wash. Personal favorite. It's currently missing. Pours one out for Ragman. Dude, Ragman was creepy in the Flash. I had the every time they put Ragman on the screen, I'm like, ugh, no. That is just so much nope to me.
Ragman or Ragdoll? Because Ragman was on Team Arrow for a while.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. No, Ragdoll. I'm mixing them up. Thank you, Mike. And it shows that I know the comics universe much better than I know the TV one. Yep. I liked Wild Dog. So, okay. I have a soft spot for the guy who plays Wild Dog. As he was in one of my all-time favorite comedies, Reaper. With Ben Harrison and... Oh, what's the guy's name? Oh, he's so funny. Plays the character Sock. Tyler Labine. He also plays the drunk guy in Zack and Miri. The one that's like, did you see the game tonight? Quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is all like, hug it, chug it, football! He's extremely funny. Okay. dirt is dry enough for me to put some astrogranite down. Oh, absolutely. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Ragman is a much more interesting character, much more compelling. You know, a lot of people poo on Arrow. I enjoyed it. Even like it had a couple of bad seasons, but like subpar seasons even. Like I wouldn't call them bad. They were still decent TV, decently watchable. It wasn't perfect, but it was, for the entire run of the show, was watchable. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, that is entirely correct. Constantine made Legends of Tomorrow the most perfect show on the CW. Or on the CW Arrowverse line, I guess.
So how are you coming along?
I'm basically like I'm into tomorrow stuff at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's doing like edging and stuff on his armor. How about you?
I'm going a lot slower tonight.
That's all right. I've also got Tales from the Archive to write tomorrow, so the less time I have to spend on this, the better. I can't find a principal in any category. Uh-oh. Oh my god. That's rough, RPD. Well, I think he's trying to go by the book mostly, or as much as possible here, Mist. Nope, still need that. Oh, wasn't there bits? No, okay, never mind.
Super tiny brush.
Yep. That's where I'm at. They're certainly up there with Invoke Method 2.5 on First Blood. Oh, shoot, why did I put that away? That was dumb. It's the 5th time I've lost my brush in the water pot. Weird. Giant water bubble or paint bubble in my pallid witch flesh. Doesn't belong there. This is a fun bit of business. This is a
What's up?
glaze that I use. I use the Gulliman glaze to do like the lenses in Baird's goggles.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want. I'm low on Nuln Oil. I should probably get some more soon.
Well, maybe it's a principle for showing off the skill of being able to just become a face in the. Ooh.
I mean, isn't that just? Is there not a principle of like deception or something like that? Huh. That's interesting. Oh, I do have it. Thought for a minute that I didn't have the highlight coat for Baird's skin. But I do. Just wasn't where I expected it. Oh my god, that's a fucking suit.
Nuln Oil is done. may not be
Oops.
enough contrast to properly shade this.
Yeah, I went a little overboard on the... Try and fix this up. Okay. Whew.
Much better.
Yep. I
So this
saved
guy's
that.
got
Whew. That model gave me a fright. I went way too light on the highlight coat, and it looked like he had like bright white sunscreen on his nose.
oh lovely.
I was like, oh no, I ruined it. I didn't. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. We're fine.
My guy here has like orange armor plates,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to use a wash
As one does.
to, yeah, and I was trying to get like a darker orange, and so I tried the Cassandra yellow,
Mm-hmm.
which was not quite dark enough.
Yeah.
You just couldn't tell any difference.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of gambled on Karaberg Crimson,
Yep.
afraid that it'd be a little too dark as the red, but it looks pretty solid.
Nice.
Touch up your base. Since I didn't do this little robot head.
Giant robot bird head.
This one mini, the first one I was working on, part of his like sculpt has him like standing on like the decapitated head remains of a robot of some kind.
Gotcha.
Kind of looks like a probe droid from Empire.
Ah.
It's like a spherical thing with eyes on every side.
Yep. Did you not hit it so hard and maybe it had a self-destruct?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened with this mini, but yeah, I'd buy that potentially.
Alright. You buy that for $1?
Uh huh.
Oh yeah. Nailed the soul patch. I don't think my camera can get quite close enough to show it, but Marcus's little soul patch is there and ready to go. Once again, me and the book are getting into fights over the book's desire for the game to be about punching elemental blasts and loud proclamations versus my need for a system about actual communication, utility, and emotional awareness. Sounds to me like what you want to be playing, RPD, is Call of Cthulhu. Ugh,
Sorry,
you're good. Nice.
a little dark, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah, terrible at this. I
Remember,
also
we're-
don't have I don't have our normal like Discord. I'm actually trying to do this off the Twitch, which is on like a 5 or 6 second delay for me.
Oh, right.
There you go, kind of. Need to hit highlights and make the blue shinier.
Yep. Sounds like a tomorrow thing, though.
Yeah, it is definitely a tomorrow thing. Here's the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he looks dope. Nicely done.
Yeah, I don't have a good like orange base.
Oh,
I need to get one. So what I ended up doing was using Mephiston Red,
sure.
and then just like doing a. I have a bright orange Vallejo. That's just kind of a basic thing. But it's not like a thick enough to go on as a base coat,
Oh, gotcha.
or it wouldn't show through underneath like the black, or with the black underneath it.
Yep.
So starting with the red, then just putting the orange on top of it.
Sure. Well, I am very nearly done. I just have a couple of dry brush things to do in the morning. But I'm at a point where I need to let them dry.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to call it.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Thanks everybody for stopping by, everybody who did. Thank you RPD for doing awesome moderating. As usual, you're always a blessing to have in the chat. Broody, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you, my friend.
It is.
And I will be back on the Handelabra Games channel tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time for Tales from the Archive, and I'm making a special appearance somewhere on the internet on Monday night as well. But I'm not going to tell you where. It's the Handelabra channel. So, yeah, have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.
See ya.